Hello, I'm Mike Tanner, one of the artists in the Wiregrass Artist Guild. My art is photography. Let me tell you a little bit about myself first. I grew up in a little city called Tampa, Florida, down south of here. Lived there for 25 years. Went to high school down there, met my wife down there. Went to St. Pete Junior College, and then I went on to the University of Florida. Obviously, it was a little later. I didn't go to the university until I was 25, so y'all don't have to be on a stick too much to go to college. I was lucky. I love it down there in Tampa. Every time I go, I know why I live up here. It's not the people, it's the crowds and the traffic and things like that. They have a lot of nice things down there, a lot of restaurants and things to do, but I'd rather live up here in the country. So that's where I came from. I've been into art. When I first graduated from high school, I had a 35 millimeter. I shot some then and thoroughly enjoyed it, but once I started teaching, I taught up here for 30 years and really enjoyed teaching, but didn't leave a whole lot of time for the arts and developing my photography. So when I graduated from work, retired from high school, I had one of my former students who was in photography. She did what was it called? She did studio art. And so I went to ask her, what do I need to do to get into digital? Because it was obvious to me after shooting some 35 that I couldn't afford to get good on 35 millimeter. It was a little bit more expensive to develop. So Amy Fletcher is her name. Many of you know her. She's an administrator at the junior high, not junior college, junior high now. I think I call it middle school. I'm dating myself a little bit there. But she did that. She told me gave me an idea of a starter camera and a printer. And I have moved up from the camera. I've got a better camera, and we like to call it glass. I've got more lenses now than I started out with. I started out with just a simple lens. But the printer, one of the printers I actually bought from her, I still use. So I do all my own printing from that. But that's how I got started in photography, and I have really enjoyed it. It gives me a couple of different things I like. One, it gets me up early in the morning. Some of you don't like that, I'm sure, but the light is everything in photography. And so we get up early in the morning and shoot. Sometimes we wait late in the evening and shoot. If you need a nap, take it in the middle of the day because the sun's not right for photography in the middle of the day. So I really have gotten into it. I do a lot of traveling with it. We've been as far as Washington State, as far as Nova Scotia. We've been to the Grand Canyon and Yellowstone and Arches and a lot of local things. Down in Tampa, I do a lot of shooting. A couple of them I'll show you today came from Tampa. So I go all over. And it gives me a reason to travel. And I have a CPA that likes to be able to write off some of my expenses. So traveling, I wouldn't say it's paid for, but it helps a little bit with the traveling expenses. So, and you learn so much more traveling. We take our art different places, and I'll tell the customer when they come in, the people come into the tent, I say, you don't have to buy anything, just compliment the artist. He'll be happy. That's all he wants. So I enjoy going out and meeting people all over. We go to shows down in Florida, we go to Micanopy, we go to Tallahassee, and then we do some of them up here. This weekend we're going to Gay, Georgia, up near, let me get the right place, LaGrange, Georgia, between Atlanta and Columbus and LaGrange in that area. They draw about 30,000 visitors up to that show. Some people from Coffee County have been up there. We've seen them up there at the show. And some former people from Coffee County come up to the show. So that's how we market ours. I don't have any presence online right now, although I'd like to. Maybe I can get some help doing that. But we do that. We do a lot of local shows here. We do the Gopher Tournament when it doesn't conflict with the one in Gay. Unfortunately, right now it's conflicting with the one in Gay, so Gay is our bigger show. We go to Jekyll Island to the Shrimp Festival. We go down to, what do they call it? I'm not sure what they call it down in Micanopy, but a good show down there. So that's why we market ours when we sell it. And by selling it, then I can justify taking it off on my taxes. So it's not a big money maker, but it's a lot of fun, and I enjoy the arts. I also do some painting. There won't be any in this art show if you come to the art show, because I'm not as good as some of these other artists, but I'm learning. We have a Wednesday morning art class that the county has that I've been to for probably about 8 or 9 years, and thoroughly enjoyed that. And through that now to how I got involved in the Wiregrass Artist Guild. Mary Ann Sailors suggested I come to it, and for those that don't know what the Wiregrass Artist Guild is, it's a guild of people who are either artists or people who are interested in art or people that just want to support the arts. You don't have to be an artist to come and support the arts. We really need all the people that we can find in the county and the community. It's here in the county, but we have people, of course, from the county. We have people from Ware County, Irwin County, Telfair County, Bacon County, like myself, that come up and participate. And the Guild does a lot of good things. Hopefully a lot of you are aware of the Children's Art Festival we put on over at the gym. That's with help from the city. The city lets us use the gym for free. And we have the Coffee Arts Alliance that helps us with it. And we have somewhere around 1,400 people that come through it. And the kids get to do hands-on activities. They paint, they make clay objects, sometimes they do make puppets, they've done mobiles, they've done weaving. Of course, they do watercolors too. So we have a lot of little art. All of that is free. The high school art group helps us with face painting. This year, now I'm going to miss somebody, and I apologize in advance, but we had the 4-H brought a lot of people and really helped. CCA had people there to help us. Let me get it right now. The high school, can't call the name of it right now, but Honor Society had a group of people there that was really good. And like I said, I missed some people that were really helpful, but please don't take it hard. We still need your help next year. We do it in March each year, and like I said, the price is right. It's free. We sponsor it. We get the materials. We bring the clay. We bring the paint. We bring paper, whatever we have to have. We do have a auction there. All the artists, not all, some of us artists donate a piece of artwork, and people in the community that come through buy it. There's no pressure to buy it, but if they find something they like, it's a silent auction, so you just bid on it as you will. And we had some really good support from parents there. It virtually paid for the thing, paid for the whole thing. We do have a little collection thing there. It's low key. It's just a bottle sitting there. If anybody wants to put something in it, that's good too. But it's the art, it's the kids. We display art from all the elementary schools, and then we have a big display from the middle school and the 9th grade center and the high school. And we give awards to the 9th. We give ribbons to the 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, and then the 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th graders get a monetary as well as a ribbon for that. We had some really, really outstanding artists in this county, young people. So we'd love to have you come to that in March. Art Guild also goes on trips. We've been to St. Petersburg, to the art area down there. We've been to the Dolly and some of the other arts. We went to a glass blowing studio down there. We've been to the Jahuli down there. We've been to Savannah, and I'm not going to call it, I think it's a Telfair, but I'm not sure that's right, museum in Savannah, to the arts down there. It's Telfair in Valdosta we've gone to. We've gone to Valdosta, we've gone to Savannah, we've gone to Macon. So we have a lot of different places we go as a group to appreciate the arts, to see the arts. So we invite you to join the Artist Guild. It takes place first Tuesday of each month in the art building just south of the library. Feel free to come at 6:30. We do a potluck, but don't feel like you have to bring anything that first time. Just come and enjoy it, see what's going on, see if you want to be part of us, and we'd love to have you. So those are going on. Let me see, I had a couple more things I wanted to hit on. That was the Wiregrass Artist Guild. Talked about how I do the shows. Let me show you a little bit about what I have behind me. These are some of my photography, some of some of my photography. The one, let me back up here to it if I can. I told you I went to Tampa a lot. This is on the Hillsborough River. Anybody who's been to downtown Tampa knows there's a river that goes right through the heart of Tampa. Well, that's it, but obviously not in the heart of Tampa. That's up what they call the Narrows up near Morris Bridge Park, if you've ever been there. There's a walk that goes along the river. It's also, if you do kayaking, there's a beautiful place where you can put in at Sergeant's Park and come down through this, and you'll have 4 hours of nothing but this kind of scenery. There's no houses, there's no buildings on it, because it's a wetland. So it's a beautiful, crystal clear river that you can go on. But you get there early in the morning, you can get the lights right. We have some nice lights in here, lights up there, and a lot of different color in that one. Or not a lot of color, but just enough color to set it off with the lights. And in photography, I feel like light's everything. Light is everything. You have to have the shades. Let me show you the other one I have over here. This is also the Hillsborough River, very close to the same place. My hero in photography is Ansel Adams. And for those that don't know, he's a black and white photographer. He takes black and white photography is what I'm trying to say. And he loves lights. He did a lot of early, middle 1900s, did a lot of his photography. But that's what I try to get things like, don't claim to be an Ansel Adams, but that's what I shoot for, is the kind of photography he does, where you have a lot of different lights coming through, and then you have some depth to it where you can go back into it. Right now, that's my new favorite. I just took that one. The ink's still wet on that one. I just did that one a couple weeks ago. Just took that picture. And something else you may know, if you're from this area, you've probably been over to Jekyll Island. If you haven't been to Driftwood Beach, you're missing an opportunity. The first time I went to Driftwood Beach, I heard where it was, and I went out to the pier, and I walked out on the beach, and there was a couple of logs laying there, and there wasn't much to see. So I went home thinking, well, Driftwood Beach isn't what I thought it was. And then next time I went, somebody told me, go down to the other end of Driftwood Beach and go in, and they have all kinds of trees and things like that. This tree is gone now. The last hurricane took it out, but they have all kinds of trees and driftwood and trees standing up and trees laying down and root balls and stuff. And you get there early in the morning and you get all kinds of shadows and things on your work, and it's just it looks like sculpture in itself. So that's my rendition of Driftwood Beach. If you look at my display, you'll find that I have colored pictures and black and white pictures of all kinds of trees. I have one tree in particular that is still standing. It's been there for about 5 or 6 years that I know of, probably a lot longer than that. And every time I take a picture, it has less limbs than it had the last time I took the picture. So photography, you keep going back to the same place, trying to get the clouds just right, or trying to get the light just right, whatever you're trying to do. So, photography is what I love. I do enjoy painting too, but I feel like I'm getting better at photography. Sometimes I question my painting as far as getting better. You see, so there's the final thoughts I would have on this is, one, get involved in the arts. Find you a niche. Mine was photography. Take the Wednesday art class, learn to do some oil painting, acrylics, something like that. Get into sculpture. I do a little carving. I've just started with carving. A good friend of mine in the Art Guild is a carver, and he's helped me with some of that, especially on the tools and stuff. So what I'm going to start with mostly is walking canes, I think, and see what I can do with those. So there's so many different areas. I'll pick on Pong Holton. Some of the stuff behind us over here is Pong Holton's. He also has baskets up there. He has sculpture up there. He has charcoal. He has egg tempera. He has some kind, I'm not even sure what it is. It's gold and silver pencils that he uses to do some of his black and whites with. Just amazing stuff. So find a niche or try a whole lot of them. I've done carving, painting, and photography, and I enjoy all of them, and they're all available. Price is right on most of them. It doesn't cost much. If you can take them to a show and somebody will give you a little compliment, then it'll get you going and you want to do it more and more and more. But get involved in, one, your own art, and two, the Art Guild. We'd love to have you come join us on Tuesday. Bring a friend. If you feel awkward, bring somebody with you. Even if they aren't interested, come have a meal with us. Sit down and meet the artists. You'll find a wide variety of people there, and we'd love to have you. Thank you.